Hi, welcome to our webinar. We've got Lynn Silla today with us. She's the COO of the OCD and Anxiety Treatment Center. She's got some awesome things to share to you today. And we are celebrating October. We really are very sensitive about this month. This week is actually OCD Awareness Week. And we have been trying to do a lot of great events, and we've got some things going on. And I've got Lynn here who's going to share some of that.
Yes, absolutely. We are so excited for this week. We love OCD awareness. We think it is such an important campaign, so we feel privileged to be part of it, really. And I want to tell you who started this. And the campaign really started with the International OCD Foundation. And about 4 years ago, they started every October raising awareness for OCD. And we feel like this is so important because it is so often a misunderstood diagnosis. So we want to focus on that. And so I'm going to tell you a little about what they're doing and then how we're supporting them in this cause and campaign. So the first thing that they focused on was hashtag face your fear. And facing your fear is something we live by at this clinic. And we do not expect that it is just our clients who face their fears, but we ourselves live by that. And that can be anything. It does not have to be, social anxiety. It doesn't have to be an OCD threat, but there are many phobias as well. Any moment you have to face a fear, we want to challenge you to do that. And I have a great example in our clinic this week. So we have a cute little tyke that has a phobia of spiders. And I'm sure many people can relate to this. And I do want to make clear, though, this is a little bit different than just I see a spider on the wall and I have to go get my husband to kill it. Instead, this cute little tyke, because of this fear of spiders, it's taking her away from the things that she really cares about. It takes her away from living some of the life that she wants to be living and that her parents want her to be living at this time. That can be anything from going to school, going to a park. It's really taking her away. And so I don't want to ever make it seem like this is something just little or insignificant. Instead, this is really hurting her. And to grab onto this idea of facing her fears, her mom actually bought a tarantula and brought it into the clinic. And of course, what you would think is that we were going to do some work, some exposure work with that tarantula, get her a little closer to it, maybe have her hold it at some point. Well, not here at the OCD and Anxiety Treatment Center. We all joined along. And by the end of the day, we had an awesome therapist, Aaron Stout, that had it sitting on his face. And everyone should jump online, look us up on Instagram, and you can see an awesome picture of him facing your fears. And I think what I want to highlight is that we do make this a way of life here. Anything that might cause us anxiety or fear and take us away from the things that we care about, we're going to jump in and do.
And it is fun. I saw that picture the other day, and that was yesterday. Was posted on. And here's the thing: is that here Erin, our therapist, did this thing, and it was hard to put a spider. I mean, who does that? That's not a typical thing somebody would do, and it could cause anybody some level of feeling, maybe because there's hairs on the spider or whatever it is.
It would cause me some feelings.
Yes, but not so much so that I can't actually live the life I want to live. And that is really where OCD is so different than what most people think. And with this OCD Awareness Week, that's one of the things that I really have tried to push and continue to push, is trying to help people understand what OCD is and what it is not. I would say more times than not, what we are dealing with is people who say they have OCD and they really don't. And not only that, but very often we have people come in for an evaluation or assessment and they say, oh, I don't have OCD, for sure. And within a very short period of time, it's like, not only do you have OCD, but it's almost debilitating, if not debilitating, in your life. And so we are trying to help people know the difference, that just because the media portrays that what is found like on the TV or the TV show Monk or whatever, that man, that's just such a small population of what is really out there with OCD. It's much more.
Absolutely, and that's what's so beautiful about the International OCD Foundation. Part of their awareness week is spread the word. And I think that's exactly what we're trying to do here, is to, get through some of those misconceptions that are out there about OCD, some of those misunderstandings that it's just an order about, or a disorder about washing your hands or cleanliness or personality quirks. What we know here in the clinic is it is not. It is not any of those things. Instead, it is a personally debilitating disorder that really affects people. And so we want to be able to give some of those misconceptions, to break up some of them. And one that constantly comes out to us here in the clinic is that this is a disorder all about adults. Mm-hmm. And it is not. We have cute little tykes that are suffering from this disorder. And that we know that the average age of onset, and I've said this several times, is 19 and a half years old. But what we also know is it's a genetic-based disorder. This is something that's been growing with them. We see kids sometimes as young as 18 months and for sure at 6 years old and older coming through, and we are already seeing clear traits that they have OCD. And I think the good thing about that is that when we're able to label it as OCD, we know exactly how to treat it. And so we get to provide a lot of hope for people that get that label, even though sometimes that's hard for people to hear that it's OCD when they don't expect that it might be.
Yeah, and so this week we, part of participating in OCD Awareness Week, we've got special little events that we're doing every single day. And tonight we actually have a really amazing activity. And Lynn, you would share on that.
I am so excited about this event. So the final thing from the International OCD Foundation was to challenge everyone to attend an event. So we wanted to provide people an opportunity to attend an event. So we are hosting an event tonight. It is an art exhibit where we have had tons of people submit art for us. And it is so fantastic that people are willing to do that, I think, first and foremost. We know how hard this is. We know that you are making yourself very vulnerable to participate in this way. And what I can say is that the art submissions have been fantastic. Amazing. They are beautiful. And a lot of times, like in Paul and I's position, we talk about OCD on this thought level, this cognitive level of what it is. But something like this event actually makes you feel what someone with OCD might be feeling. And maybe you can relate in some way that you didn't expect to relate. And that's why we felt like this is so important. And the art submissions have been so great. And I've been so surprised. We've had tons of different media styles. We have sculpture, we have painting, we have video submissions from people. We actually will have some live music from some sufferers of OCD, challenging and facing their fears. So it is going to be a fantastic event, and I hope that all of you come out and join us for the event.
Yeah, and it's fun. Some of this art that's been done is from kids, it's from teenagers, young adults, older individuals, and they, so often with some of this OCD or with anxiety, it's all internal. Much of it's internal, and it's so neat to see how they have been able to express it, to give people awareness of what it might feel or look like on the outside. And so we'd love to have you come and come, and we've got these free buttons. You can make your own button and bring the awareness out and let people know that OCD is a real thing, and it's not something that should be treated so lightly. So tonight at 6 o'clock, we've got the event. It's going to be in Bountiful. Our address is 1459 North Main Street, and we'd love to have you there. And
yeah, if you need some reminders, jump onto our Instagram site. There's a flyer there that you'll be able to see. I'm sure it's old school to call it a flyer, but yes. It's a flyer on Instagram that you can get all of the details so that you can come. It's an open house. You can come anytime from 6 to 7:30. Grab some food. I always feel like a
So
good
good.
event has good food. There's going to be some great food
Yes.
there. So come out and join us, have some food, be able to relate to what you see, or be able to just have a great experience about OCD and the awareness of OCD.
Absolutely. So if you could, we'd love for you to share this to other people so they will also be able to hear what's happening and like us, and so also gets the word out. And we just got up to our 100th subscriber, and so we're super excited, and love for you to subscribe as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.